We live. What they doing? I don't see the drum. Let's see. Oh shit! What they doing? All right, I see it. Let me see how it looks. My drawing all crooked. My drawing straight now.
This one. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right, man. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Shamar Thabah Shem Yahushua to the sisters. We are the I.S.U.P.K, starting 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. We aren't affiliated with any of your other fake Hebrew Israelite groups, your Muslim mosques, or your Christian churches. What separates us from us and them is the fact that we speak the truth, what's in the Bible.
That's right.
We tell blacks and Hispanics who they truly are in the Bible and how to conduct themselves in the world of ruled by the oppressor or the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? Because in today's world, we it's like Christianity would like to teach you that you're equal to these heathens in this world. You're equal in America. You can achieve the same thing that the China man, the African, and the white man can. But in reality, there's so many traps set for blacks and Hispanics to fall into for you to end up in jail. You know what I'm saying? The white man can sell as much coke and dope as he wants to. He don't go to jail. You get an ounce of weed, get an ounce of coke, you spending life under the jail. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between us blacks and Hispanics and these so-called heathens. And I'm gonna go to it today in our history, man, and how even if they have the slightest inkling that blacks and Hispanics committed a crime, the atrocities they will commit against you, which shows you that they understand a form of justice. They killed Trayvon Martin, and the mother and the father hugged the killer. You know what I'm saying? Eric Garner was killed, and we forgive their killers. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these other nations, the Chinese, was it a year or two ago? They felt like they were racially profiled by America, especially blacks and Hispanics in the hood, and they got a whole bill passed. It's because they understand something that blacks and Hispanics don't understand, and it's because our Christian pastors has been leading us astray. They've been telling us that we're equal. They've been telling us to forgive. How long are we gonna forgive? They're killing us. You know what I'm saying? And the story about Little Rock, Arkansas is gonna show you it's a good example of how Esau's justice is portrayed and how he portrays it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start out with this first script. Give me Lamentations 4:16, and you can put the story on the screen at the same time.
You said Lamentations?
Yeah, 4:16. We're gonna read all the way to 20. You know what I'm saying? This is the story of what's his name? John Carter, the lynching of John Carter. You know what I'm saying? It's a brother, and it's a story that is like many other stories blacks and Hispanics have went through all over this nation. You know what I'm saying? Still go through today. You know what I'm saying? We're accused of a crime, and all in the white man's mind, he's already prosecuted you. He's already ready to put you in a chair. He's ready to hang you from that tree. You know what I'm saying? What they did to this brother right here was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Their form of justice is disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? They love that foot on your neck. You know what I'm saying? They love to see you under their heel. They don't want to see you in any type of power. They don't want to see you in any type of strength as a people. And it's sad because in these days, we were more together. Now they don't even have to lift a finger because we killing each other so much. We selling each other drugs so much. They don't even have to do anything but just drop the guns off in our neighborhood. Drop the drugs off in our neighborhood. You know You know what I'm saying? Brother brought it out before how the elephant, it was in a circus where they used to circle the elephant forcefully, and then they take the chain off, and the elephant already, without force, is still walking in that same circle. That's blacks and Hispanics. And this America is the damn circus. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just look at the election. That's a damn show. You know what I'm saying? Read if you got it. You still working on getting that article up there?
I got it, sir. I'm going to the article. I'm going to read first.
Yeah, go ahead. Read first. You can handle the article.
Comic-Con. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 6. The anger of the Lord has divided them.
Right.
He will no more regard them.
Hold on. I want to get with you real quick.
Comic-Con.
I'm going to read it. This book is dead. All right, go ahead. From the top.
God, it's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 16. The anger of the Lord has divided them. He will no more regard them. They respected not the persons of the priests. They favored not the elders.
So how would you break this down, Nathan? Break it down. How we break it down in the school, like line by line. There you go.
Okay. The anger of the Lord had divided them. So this is speaking on a division.
Who? Division of who?
The Israelites.
See, go ahead.
God. He will no more regard them. Meaning, he will no more what's regard? How would you use it?
I'm about to look it up for you right now.
The election.
It says regard, definition of Merriam-Webster, a protective interest, attention, consideration.
Considerate. Yeah, he won't consider it.
Be considerate of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians no more. He won't protect you.
He won't protect you.
Go ahead.
And it says they respected not the persons of the priests.
Right.
They wasn't listening to what the priest was telling them.
Right.
They wanted to do their own thing. Right.
They wasn't listening to Jeremiah. They wasn't listening to the prophets of old. They wasn't following what the prophets said in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We decided, okay, well, they told me not to smoke weed, but I'm gonna still go smoke weed. Leviticus says I can't eat catfish. I can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. I'm gonna go do it anyway. I don't respect what the prophets said. I don't respect what the elders said. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
It says they favored not the elders.
Right.
Meaning, they wasn't looking up to the elders. They wasn't to the men of old, or
who's the men of old, or the so-called elders, not so-called, but the elders.
The elders would be the priests, still be the priests, or the people that was keeping the old laws.
Right. It's the stories of the brothers that was in the Bible. So what is it? Favor. They don't even show you the real definition. But yeah, they weren't respecting what blacks and Hispanics went through in this Bible. They didn't show no favor to the elders. Everybody want to talk about, well, this is for the ancestors. What the Black Panthers used to say? I have sex with all these white women for my ancestors. They wasn't showing favor to their ancestors. They wasn't showing favor to the elders, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? From Moses. You know what I'm saying? The elders. You know what I'm saying? The prophets, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel. They wasn't respecting those people. You know what I'm saying? And they did amazing things for our people to get out of the certain enslavements that we were in. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High, what? He disregarded us. He didn't have favor on us. You know what I'm saying? He didn't show regard for us, meaning he's not protecting us right now. This is why we're in the hands of who? Esau. You know what I'm saying? What happens nowadays? Stop and frisk. New York. What's the brother that got choked out for selling cigarettes? Eric Gardner. You know what I'm saying? That's going to happen to you because we didn't regard the elders. We didn't want to listen to the prophets. You know what I'm saying? So these things happen, these curses, STDs. You know what I'm saying? You want to have sex with everybody. You ain't listen to what Jeremiah said. You know what I'm saying? You decided to leave this on your mantle in the house. Grandma decided to leave this on the mantle and just go with what Pastor Holy Hands was telling her or filling up on her. what I'm saying? This is what happens when blacks and Hispanics don't follow the laws, because we're different from those other people. We have, I won't say we don't have to go through these things, but we go through these things because we don't listen to the Father. You know what I'm saying? We don't listen to the men that the Father sent to teach us, you know what I'm saying, to keep us on the right path. Instead, we want to what? We want to go follow Kamala Harris, Meg Thee Stallion, Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? We over here taking fake perks. You know what I'm saying? I had a brother from Florida. He always brings up Kodak Black. He said he took he said, I knew the perk was fake and I still ate it. And look what happened to him. You dead now. Your legacy is going to die with you now. The last thing you're known for is you're a drug addict. He made all those good, Rich Homie Quan made all those good songs, you know what I'm saying? Became a millionaire. And he still died what? Just another nigga on drugs. You know what I'm saying? These are the curses that blacks and Hispanics go through from not following these laws, not following what the prophets and the elders set forth for us to do. You know what I'm saying? After the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Verse 17.
Verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail, for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
All right, so what's this verse talking about?
It says, as for us, Israelites, our eyes as yet fell for our vain help. Meaning, is that going into like
So failed meaning to lose strength. To fade or die away.
So it's like we wasn't looking for the Most High help. We also focused on like who our real Savior is.
It says, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Think about blacks and Hispanics today. Who do we look for help? We don't look for the Most High. So what's that vain help is talking about? I mean, right now, niggas is trying to vote, thinking it's gonna save them. Niggas is thinking Kamala Harris. It's like, yeah. See? All right. Vain, meaning Merriam-Webster dictionary, meaning having no real value. So that help means nothing. You know what I'm saying? That useless help. You know what I'm saying? So let's break the scripture down. It says, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help, a useless help, right? Blacks and Hispanics believe voting is going to save us. Blacks and Hispanics think voting is going to stop cops from shooting you. They believe Sonia Massey, which Kamala Harris I didn't say nothing about yet. You know what I'm saying? She said she can't make one law just specifically for blacks. You know what I'm saying? That's that vain help. She said it plainly. They getting bold with it now. They don't even care because we so lost in the sauce now. They don't even gotta hide it no more. They're outright saying it. They're not helping blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. So why do you keep voting? These things aren't going to help you. That's that vain help. If you go to the election polls this year, that you're going for a useless. That is a useless mission. You know what I'm saying? I understand grandma, grandpa told you, though, yeah, voting, Over the years, ask your grandfather, your great-grandfather, your mother, your father. Ask them, what has it done? What's changed since then? Are they going, some of my uncle used to tell me, he was like, what, so we could drink out of the same water fountain? And then that video popped up, or the voice thing, the interview of the brother that when he finally got to eat at a white restaurant, he was talking about how bland the food was. That's what voting did for us. So we can eat at a white man's restaurant and still wind up saying it's nasty and going back to another brother or sister's spot or cooking at home. You know what I'm saying? That vain help, man. Keep going. Or actually, where was I at? Yeah, go to the next stanza for me.
Come. They hunt our steps.
No, at 17, after the colon.
Okay. And our watching, we had watched for a nation that could not save us.
America can't save blacks and Hispanics. Russians can't save blacks and Hispanics. For all you anime fans that believe going to Japan or Thailand, they can't save you. You know what I'm saying? These nations can't save you. The only nation that can save you is your own. Blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. You can save yourself by following the Most High. The Most High can free you from this slavery if we just follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You'll be protected. You won't have to worry about the dangers of the world because you won't be in it. You'll let Esau do what Esau do and blow each other up. Go ahead.
Instruction, like what the Most High sent us into captivity for, and the other nations did.
You said, say it again?
I don't know if it was take lessons.
Save it though in your head, or write it down or something, because I want to go into the article. Yeah, write it down or something, and then we'll pull it. All right, let's go to 18. So a nation that could not save us, blacks and Hispanics, every election year, niggas always get into books. Not books. Niggas always think they the smartest and they know all this research and all that. You know what I'm saying? Always around election time, everybody's smart. Everybody knows something about politics. You know what I'm saying? America won't save you. America won't solve black and Hispanic issues. Obama got president, heroin hit the streets. Crack ended, heroin hit the streets. Or pills, I'm sorry. Pills hit the streets. Perks. You know what I'm saying? It's a slow kill how they killing blacks and Hispanics. Perks hit the streets. What happened at the Perks? Heroin now. Now at the heroin, we got fentanyl, we got Trank, and I keep seeing these. Now, I thought it was just a Philly thing, but I seen brothers in North Carolina huffing the whippets. Now we doing nitrous oxide or nitrous gas or whatever the hell the whippets is. The big cans of gas. You inhaling it. The stuff that propels the whipped cream out of the can, that's what they huffing. That's what kids are smoking or whatever I don't know what you would call it, smoking or huffing, inhaling, whatever. You put your mouth on something and sucking something, which is pause in general. You know what I'm saying? But this is what our people are doing right now. It's like, that's a hell, man. That is a condition nobody wants to be in. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets.
Now, this is going to be vital for this article we're going to read, because it's going to show you how Esau literally hunts your steps. You know what I'm saying? When I read this scripture, I think about how, like, the first 48, on how they try to get brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? How good or how cunning Esau is when it comes to that detective work. You know what I'm saying? That Chase Bank scam that everybody was just doing, y'all think y'all got away with it, huh? You got your little 10 bands, 10, 30, 40, 50 bands. You think you're finna get away with it. Just like PPP, you're going to get caught. Esau sets traps for blacks and Hispanics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Say he was a cunning hunter. If he want more niggas in jail, you know what he does? He throws something out there that seems easy to get. And guess what? Niggas go for the bait. And now where you at? Now you spending federal prison time in his jails.
Right.
Now you have no rights. Go ahead.
And that's putting more money in his pocket.
Yeah, and that put more money in his pockets. The more people that's in them jails, them prisons, that's economy right there. And then I was talking to a brother before. You go to some of them prisons, they on drugs probably harder than the brothers are out here, because they ain't nothing but oppression in them prisons. Getting high as hell, which is why a lot of brothers and sisters are coming out of them prisons with addictions. You know what I'm saying? I think any black and Hispanic that got somebody that's in prison can tell them stories about the drugs that's just running rampant in them prisons. But this is supposed to be like closed off from the world. How are they getting so many drugs inside? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Will you say something?
Read this real quick.
Go ahead.
It says, based on FY 2022 data, the average annual COIF for a federal inmate housed in a bureau or non-bureau facility in FY 2020 and 2022 was 42,600.
So that's how much the government paid the prison to house that man. Is that a year?
It's an annual.
Oh, okay. 42,000 a year they get for each inmate, and guess what? They feed you crack.
And it's $116.91 per day.
Sheesh. And how many niggas be in jail? Them niggas, they run into this is a scam. This is what you this is literally the trap. And that was 2022. Cost of living went up. So you know they raised the price. You know what I'm saying? They raised the price on niggas. That's how much it costs for a nigga. Like, that's literally slavery right there. The same thing as a cell block. I mean, not the cell block. What do you call it? The auction block. There's that nigga right there, nigga, boom, sold. Picking net, sold. You know what I'm saying? 42,000 for a nigga? Go ahead.
Good. It says the cost of imprisoning one person in California has increased by more than 90% in the past decade, reaching a record-breaking 132,860 annually.
Nigga.
According to the state finance document.
And you keep falling for the trap, Esau. You want to know why so many drugs in your neighborhood now. You want to know why is all these so-called scams coming out now, because they want you to take the bait. This is why. Give me Esau as a cunning hunter, because this is literally that. You know how a hunter works? I can show you. I talk to Esau all night because I've been trying to get into hunting, crossbow and all. So this is how he hunts for deer, right? Especially if you have your own land and how you hunt for deer. You lay out corn or whatever food for the deer over the year. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that knows anything about hunting, it ain't just you go outside, you know what I'm saying, go anywhere and you get lucky. No, hunting is a skill. So it is not just a one-day thing. You know what I'm saying? Which is so powerful because the Native Americans did it so skillfully. You know what I'm saying? But Esau, so how he does it is he lays food out over the year. And guess what the deer do? They come around that area constantly. Just like if you feed cats in your neighborhood, what are the cats going to do? They're going to keep coming back around. And what are they going to come with? They're going to start coming back with more cats, right? So that they would lay the corn out in this one spot, a clear pasture or whatever you want to call it. And the deer, they got videos of it. And they'll see the deer come around, pluck at the food, boom, leave. Throughout the year, when hunting season comes, which is around like August to, I want to say like winter, you know what I'm saying? Crossbow season with and then you can use actual ARs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now he's out there hunting them. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? They have built a system to where they come and eat. So now he knows where's the hunt. So now let's put it in perspective on how niggas are. He puts out this banking stuff for us to just go nibble at. Oh, I'm gonna get this 50,000 right here. Boom, I'm gonna get this. Esau got a track record of you now. You think these banks ain't taking your names down? You think you the nerdiest dude in the world that you can get away with coding and all that? And then JoJo just got caught for scamming. Dada just got caught for scamming. You know what I'm saying? Now you seen all your friends getting picked away. You think you can figure something out, and then you do it again. Now you locked up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't set the trap for you since COVID with the PPP loan. Go ahead.
I'm saying it's so heavy because that's probably one of the reasons why they call us monkeys.
Right.
Because have you seen videos on when they try to trap a monkey?
They put food out.
A monkey is the greediest animal ever.
Right.
They'll put something in the little, like they'll put something towards the door. Like if you see a monkey, he'll grab something, and once he grabs it,
eat it automatically.
No, he can't. Like even if it's a trap, like all you gotta do is release his hand, and he'll be free.
And
but because he want that so much, whatever is in that trap, he keep holding on to it without letting it go.
Right.
So I feel like that's why they call it the monkey.
But you know what's so heavy about it? Esau's so evil, they'll starve you to where you need that food. Niggas are so poor, they need that money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll take the jobs away. They'll do all this. They'll tell you they can't employ you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the experience, but you got all these degrees. You done went to college. Now college is like, blacks and Hispanics work so hard to get to college, to get their kids to college. And now college degree is like toilet paper now. You know what I'm saying? While white man been growing in the blue collar. You know what I'm saying? And now look at us. We got all these degrees, can't get a job. Now what you do? Now you a stripper. Now you a drug dealer with a master's degree. Or now you a scammer. You want to know why so many scammers in the black community? Because all these niggas went to school for coding. You was a good boy in school. You knew how to understand technology. You know what I'm saying? And now you learn how to do computers. You said, I ain't making no money in Esau's world. Let me learn how to work these banks. Some Nigerian that gave you a play, now you running it up. But guess what? The Nigerian ain't go to jail. You did. And now you $100,000 slave to California. You know what I'm saying? That is the trap. Go ahead.
And it's so messed up because our people, what we do is we destroy each other as well, because we don't get everything in somebody else's name and just try to put the percentage off in there.
Yeah.
Like, put this in your name and just send me to
especially the sisters. This is why they're the weaker vessel, because these evil ass niggas, these evil ass brothers. You know what I'm saying? I know so many brothers in the world. They'd be like, yeah, you just get a shorty, you know what I'm saying? And she go in the bank for you. Da-da-da-da. And I'm not realizing over the years, I'm starting to realize why so many people pull out the Chime and the Cash App card. Like, why even got a bank account yet? Because the banks, they did, you know what I'm saying? You know how Philly people talk. They don't like, there isn't like a lingo. I want to say just Philly, but blacks and Hispanics in general, they don't, it's a lingo that I have a hard time understanding because they don't say the full thing. They be like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They're like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, brother, just tell me what the hell you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I've been going for too long. I've been Esau world for too long. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like say it, damn. But they started to tell you like, yeah, I can't get a bank account for 7 years. Whoa, what the hell you do? What you went negative? Nah, I tried to withdraw 50,000 from Chase. You had 50,000 to withdraw? No, I was just joining this Nigerian boy trying to teach me and it backfired. Brother, what in the hell? And now you're talking about, yeah, the Fed, I can't really own a phone, the Feds, da-da-da-da. So now you want to run, and now when you get caught, now you got a felony. Because scamming is a federal charge. That ain't no petty crime. That ain't no misdemeanor. That's an F. Like, that's, you're going to have a harder time getting a job now. You know what I'm saying? So this is the trap Esau. You got that, what is it? A cunning hunter scripture?
Okay.
Go ahead, pull that. Because this is Esau. And you niggas, I mean, you brothers keep getting it confused. Like, you the smartest thing that came out. Brother, I get you got your degree, but guess what? You still made the same dumb decision the brother that was selling drugs was doing. Mm-hmm. You ain't no better. You know what I'm saying? You went to college and still became a degenerate. You know what I'm saying? You went and studied all them books, but you still made a stupid decision. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start. It's on 27. I'm gonna start at 26.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
Right. So this is the story of, was it Esau and Jacob? All right, go ahead.
And his name was called Jacob.
Right.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Okay.
Verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. So
this is describing the progenitor of the so-called white man, right? He was a cunning hunter, meaning first off, if you know anything about hunting, especially how Esau get down, Esau will bathe himself in piss just to draw in, or sperm. He will put the sperm on him. He will do all types of. He would get the little flutes that call the turkeys. He will do all of that. I seen it. They over here trying to break it down to me. Yeah, you gotta. They can do it without the whistle. I'm sorry, without the flutes. They over there doing it with their mouth. You know what I'm saying? You call the turkeys. The turkeys walk out of the field looking dumb. Blah, blow the head off. That's how cunning Esau lives with his hunting. You know what I'm saying? So now let's put in perspective how he hunt niggas. I mean, blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? He know blacks and Hispanics are starving. He know you living in poverty. You know what I'm saying? He know you need money. He know you want to buy your mama house. He know you suffer from drug addiction. So why wouldn't he put guns in your neighborhood? He understands how temperatures, how certain environments can affect a human. You know what I'm saying? Which is why they studied how they put blacks in certain areas where the sun hits it more, where it's hotter and stuff like that. Red zoning. He understands that you'll be more irritable. They'll be more irritable, put drugs in there, mix it in with guns, they start killing themselves. Esau's stupid, but he know how to hunt now. He can't do mathematics, you know what I'm saying? He can't even put his own people on the moon. He had our sisters do that. But he know how to hunt. You know what I'm saying? So this is why you shouldn't what is it called when you overlook? Don't overlook Esau. I understand you think you I won't say you think. I understand you know you come from a great people, but Esau, he trying to trick you out your spot. Right. He been doing it for generations. Right. So don't get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You won't get clipped like that. You can easily get knocked off your pivot. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Esau get brothers and sisters all the time. Right. And now guess what? You a $100,000 slave in his prison system. You know what I'm saying? Go back to Lamentations for me. It's a lot, yeah. Go ahead.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come.
Hold on, Salakia. Let me get with you. Yeah, 18, yeah.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps.
Right. Esau hunting our steps, man. He can't wait for you to pick up that banking number or drop them checks off or pick up the drugs and think you about to sell them. You know what I'm saying? He hunting your steps. He watching them. Like, I done seen the police officers will watch you in undercover cars too. He'd be like, okay, he gonna make this just to get you on camera. And then this is what's so idiotic about how our people move. You be seeing the cameras on the poles. You know they use those for stakeouts. You know how back in the day, movies, the cops used to have to sit in the car, watch you do the drug sales and stuff like that. They don't got to do that no more. They put the camera up on your corner. You think the camera can't see you. You think you're going into the alleyway to make a drug deal, and the camera can't see you. You know what I'm saying? They got all types of cameras, and then they get a warrant. They can take cameras off of Ring doorbells. Video footage from Ring doorbells, property cameras. You know what I'm saying? You thinking you getting away with it. You know what I'm saying? And then you go to court and the prosecutor come out like, all right, this is right here, 4K HD. This brother right here, he was selling this on this time period. This is you, right? In the red shirt, you had a pimple this day. You know what I'm saying? They pointing out the color of your teeth, you know what I'm saying, the color of your socks, all that. You think you done got away with it. You know what I'm saying? They hunch your stuff. They wait for you to make these decisions. You know what I'm saying? You think you the smoothest. You think you about to be better than Nino Brown. And they caught you. They hunch your steps. Keep going.
Oh, God. Then we cannot go in our street.
You can't even go in your street. These police officers, oh, man, they be waiting for you to just give some type of aggression. Waiting for you to reach the wrong way so they can have an excuse to blow your head off. Isn't that what happened? You know what I'm saying? Isn't that what's going on? Ain't they real itchy with the trigger finger? Do parents not give blacks and Hispanics the talk about how you should react when cops pull you over? Hands on the steering wheel, all lights on, roll your windows down. Did we not all receive that speech? You know what I'm saying? So it's a generational thing these people been doing this to us. Ain't nothing new. And just like I was taught when I first came into the truth, stop trying to talk to these police. Stop trying to be, what do you call it? Argumentative with these police officers. You know what I'm saying? Because you know these people want to kill you. You know they want to put you in them handcuffs. Now, oh yeah, you good. You know what I'm saying? You know these police officers want to do you in. This is going to be a scripture we get later. Agree with thy adversary quickly, man. Because he is ready to swing the sword and chop your head off, man. You know what I'm saying? If you understand that he's hunting your footsteps, or Salaki, if you know a cop pull you over and you roll your window down, the first thing that shouldn't, what do you want? You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. That's not wise as a Black Hispanic in America. Oh shit, we got water. All right, bet. Water. You know what I'm saying? That isn't wise to do. First off, especially if you got your family in the car. You know what I'm saying? Remember the brother got shot with his babies in the back seat? I can't remember the brother's name. He got shot. I seen the video. It was crazy. His baby was in the back seat and his wife was right next to him. Cop shot him. He dead, bleeding out. The cop won't even let his wife tend to his wounds. You know what I'm saying? And we see now with so many cameras out there, we see this. We know how these cops are. Agree with the adversary quick. Man, don't even try to argue with them. Give them what they want. Hey, you need this license registration? Boom. Here you go. Yes, officer. Boom, boom, boom. And then go about your way so you could get home safe. Go ahead.
Oh, God, it's something what you're saying to agree with our adversary because they'll sit there and they'll unalive you and they'll get away with it.
Right.
I mean, the worst that probably happened to them is getting fired from that department.
Not even. They go to another district.
Y'all about to say that. They get fired from one department and go to another district and get hired and pick right up.
Mm-hmm. You thinking the marches and stuff, you think he got, you look on the news, yeah, he was fired. And you satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? While he working in some small town to everything cool down. Go ahead.
So like I said, I could too. Let's not forget the news anchors and everybody, the news stations, they work with the government basically. Like,
yeah, they work with the districts.
Yeah, they put out like the stuff that they'll put out on the news. They'll make you look like you was the aggressor until you get the full body camera or somebody else video, and it's like, oh,
it don't come out on the news first, do it? It come out on social media from somebody else putting it out. And then the news got reported, like, oh, well, this is reported news. Blah, blah, blah. Like,
if you listen to what the news anchor and how they put it out there, though, they'll make it seem like the cop was in the right.
Right. They always say.
And that's because the elders, like,
go ahead.
The elders, a lot of older people don't have, they don't be on social media to see these type of crimes happen.
Right. This is why the elders be like, "Oh, he should have been doing that." Yeah, you right, because what they said about George Floyd, which is stupid. I'm so glad brothers and sisters ain't fall for it. They said he had fentanyl in the system. Oh, what the hell they got to do with him getting the knee put on his neck? Right. So because he was a drug addict, he needed to die. So that man needed to die with a knee on his neck, crying for his mother, because he had fentanyl in the system. Or what they said about Trayvon Martin. He was smoking weed. He had weed in his system. His piss was high. Or whatever. So that means the person that wasn't even a police officer needed to hunt him down and kill him. You know what I'm saying? They make excuses to kill you. You know what I'm saying? So tread carefully when it comes to this, man. It says as iron rusteth. Esau is still going to be Esau, man. Esau wants to kill you.
Right.
He wants to figure out a way to get over every time. So don't let him. Don't give him an excuse. Keep reading. What was that?
No, I'm at the end of 18.
Yeah, keep going.
No, I'm 19. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than an eagle of the heavens.
Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. Man, they fast as hell when it come to what is it called? Coming down on brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Them SWAT teams, them kicking, them blitz, them strike force, task force, they coming there real fast with them battering rams, right? 4 a.m. Open up. You got like a tank in the middle of North Philly. You over there, you ain't even wipe the crust out your eyes. You like, what the? You see a tank outside with dudes in armor, hard hats, and all that. ARs, snipers on the roof across the street. All you did was scam the bank for $10,000. You know what I'm saying? And now you a $100,000 slave. That's the true scam. Esau is very cunning, man. He give you a little breadcrumb for a great. That is the whole point of hunting. You give the deer grain or what is it called, corn, because you can spare that. You know what I'm saying? You have an ample amount of corn. You have an ample amount of whatever bait you given the animal for a greater reward. Because when you get that deer meat, you can feed your family for the whole season. You know how much meat is on the deer? You know what I'm saying? On the elk, you know how tall an elk is? Elk be like 400 pounds. And that's the little ones. The elks, they get hit by them trucks, them cars, and the car get destroyed. He walk away like nothing happened. That's how big them elks is. And them white folk, they love hunting them. You know what I'm saying? They give them little pieces. And that's what Esau does to you. That's what the so-called white man does to blacks and Hispanics. He like, okay, we're going to give him this little bit of dope. Oh, he make a couple $1,000s. Now we're making $100,000 a year off of him. And he doing life in prison. Life. You got about 60 years left in your lifespan. That's $600,000 he got off of what? $10,000 you made? You done fell for the trap. You done fell for it. You know what I'm saying? He's swift with it, man. An eagle is fast when he comes down on his prey. The eagle hovers above. If you know anything about how eagles operate, they do this little pattern when they see their prey. They circle, boom. They circle around the prey. They see a little rabbit hopping around. I mean, I heard eagles, they can pick up large animals. I think eagles can pick up deer. You know what I'm saying? They hover around. They look small, too, in the air. And that's what they come right down. And they grab it. You want the deer or the rabbit be so unexpected, too. Because they so high in the air, you wouldn't even expect it to come down. That's how swift Esau is with it. You think you the little innocent rabbit running around. Oh, I'm gonna just go sell drugs, shoot people, you know what I'm saying? Scam. And you think you're getting away. He let you get away with 2, 3, 4 years. And then you wake up, police outside your door, 4 a.m. in the morning. You're like, how the hell did I get here? Now you're sitting in a cell. Now your lawyer telling you facing 10 to life. You trying to figure out how the hell did I get here? Now the baddest, the chick you had talking about leaving you. She's talking about she can't be here. She was here for all the drug money and the scamming money, but she can't hold you down while you're doing life in there. She on to the next one. So all that you gained in that lifestyle is gone. You know what I'm saying? It was all for nothing. You done wasted your life. You were the simple rabbit running while the eagle came down and got you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of listening to the laws of the Most High, you were simple and you got caught lacking. Go ahead, read.
They pursue us upon the mountains. Mm-hmm. They lay wait for us in the wilderness.
They waiting for you, man. They waiting for you to make those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Face paint and all. Waiting for you. You over here, son, you making $10,000 a day out your trap house. Esau right there with the little binocular all in your window. He done seen the grain in your teeth and all that. What you ate this morning, all surveillanced. You think you're getting away with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's because it's against the Most High. That's why he's allowing Esau to do this to you. Keep going.
Verse 20. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen.
So when I hear this, I think of how when somebody tries to embarrass you or try to, what you call in Philly, young boy you. You know how you grab him, come here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Under the pits. This is how you know this book was written by blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? Esau does this to us and give you a little nugget. Come here. Since you want to follow what your father told you to do, now you're falling for the group of bullies. Because you wanted to follow him around. Now he got his arm around his shoulder. He gave you noogies. He gave you wedgies and all that. He doing whatever he wants to you. This is what happens when you don't follow law, statutes, commandments. We fall for those traps. You know what I'm saying? And it describes how Esau is. Esau is a very cunning hunter to where he make you lure. He'll make that lifestyle seem so lavish. You know what I'm saying? It'll lure you in. You know what I'm saying? It'll lure you into wanting to be. I mean, see, just think about how these rappers are. Every little boy wants to be a drug dealer. What Meek said, he said, I ain't wanted to be like Mike. I wanted to be like Mitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what blacks and Hispanics. You got two parents, good high school background, and you still want to be a drug dealer. You had a good shot to be something in life, and you still wanted to go scam. You know what I'm saying? You wanted the fast money instead of to work for something. You know what I'm saying? Now, can you read that article for me? This is a good example of how Esau hunts your steps and wants to kill you. You know what I'm saying? The lynching of John Carter.
Oh, shit. It's the lynching of John Carter. It says, in early May 1927, Little Rock. What's that? Pulaski County.
Yeah, go ahead.
We experienced a wave of mob violence surrounding the lynching of an African-American man named John Carter, an event that was closely connected with the convicted and execution of a black teen. Carter's lynching and the riots that followed is one of the most notorious incidents of racial violence in the state history.
So they killed the black man and they destroyed the black city or the black town or county. You know what I'm saying? That majority of African Americans resided in. Just want to get deeper into it. Keep going.
Okay. This event reveals much about the history of race relations in Little Rock, as well as the state's struggle with its national image. The episode began on April 30th, 1927, when the dead body of a white girl named,
Flodia
McDonald, described as anywhere between 11 or 13 years of age, was discovered by a janitor, Frank Dixon, in the belfry of the First Presbyterian Church in Little Rock.
You see, this story sounds familiar, right? Like many times before, what happens? A little white girl was either accusing somebody of rape. Don't that sound like Emmett Till? You know what I'm saying? It happened many times. Didn't that sound like Tulsa, Oklahoma? Then they say a black man, I forget the brother that was supposedly that molested the girl in the elevator that caused the Tulsa, Oklahoma or the Rosewood riot. I can't remember which one because it's all the same story all around. Blacks and Hispanics being accused of a crime. You know what I'm saying? Which ignites the fire in white people. It ignites the anger. You know what I'm saying? It ignites that hunting spirit that he has. Keep going.
Church in Little Rock. Following a massive 3-week search effort by the law enforcement, citizens, and civic organizations, police detained the janitor and his 16-year-old son, Lonnie Dixon.
So they detained the brother that found the body. Like, detained meaning they put him in jail. Like, they arrested him. You know what I'm saying? They detained the person. Hey, I found this little white girl out here, da-da-da-da. So a black man, and this is why brothers, when it comes to white women and crimes being committed, they don't want to be nowhere around that situation. At least wise brothers. And then you got your dummies, you know what I'm saying, that be in a room full of white girls and then the case pop up and then what's the brother name that got caught recently? His whole career got destroyed. What's the brother's name? He was an actor. Jonathan Majors. Don't this sound like the Jonathan Majors story? White girl claimed he beat her up and in 4K HD. He running away from her. You know what I'm saying? He still get charged. And he lost his $1 million role as the super villain. And this will show you that Esau do whatever the hell he wants because the whole Marvel universe is about to be centered around his character. You know what they did? They done swapped him out and rewritten the whole script for the whole next coming movies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they tell you they can't do nothing for blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money they had to shell out or lose out on because they already had that prep work done for that storyline. And instead, what they do? Oh, we'll just go ahead and make this Doom series and bring back what's the white man name? Robert Downey Jr., which I know he cost a pretty penny to hire. Now they brought him back. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
The latter based largely.
The latter.
Yeah, the latter. What I'm saying.
Go ahead, you good.
Largely on information offered by another young white girl.
There you go, right there. Oh well, it had to be niggas. It had to be them. Go ahead.
Billie Jane Kinkle.
Who cares?
Who said he had talked to her that day. To police reported obtaining an oral confession from the younger Dixon after questioning him for nearly 24 hours, during which he had no food.
You gotta listen to these parts. Go ahead.
Had no food, rest, or legal counsel.
So you telling me they did something illegal? Because they shouldn't be questioning you without what? Your lawyer present. Go ahead. I mean, I know you know. Go ahead.
If I could too, it's a minor.
Right. If he don't have a lawyer, well, who's supposed to be around?
His parents.
Exactly. And his parent was with him. I think his daddy was. That's what said the younger Dixon, or was it his uncle?
His son. It was his son.
Yeah, so it was his son. So both of them were locked up though.
Can't get to the mother.
Yeah. So they did some, and you know what that sound like? Central Park 5. That's how they convicted them, or a majority of them. The one that actually got off or got out lighter, his parent was there. He was able to have his parent there at some point. But these white police officers, what they do, be as hunting and as conniving as they can be, they know he's a boy. It's easy to make a boy break. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you can stay eye on me. He 24 hours. Bro, I'm telling you, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. They can't make you say nothing, right? As in, I don't want to say can't, because there's some weak brothers out here. But obviously the father wasn't breaking. You know what I'm saying? He's standing on, we ain't do this. So you know what they do? They got a 16-year-old boy in there. Oh yeah, make sure he don't eat. You know what I'm saying? He probably type of brother, Dad, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat the cereal on the joint. You know what I'm saying? So hey, start him out. You know how they do in the police station? They make it cold, starve you out. You know what I'm saying? Because what you going? Naturally, what you gonna do? You just want to get it over with.
Right.
Now you just want to go home. I want to go on to mommy. I want to go home. I'm cold. I'm hungry. They probably all friendly. You know how police officers do. Oh man, we're just trying to get you out of here, bud. Go ahead. Yeah, you know I know. Go ahead.
I'm saying it's so heavy because that's what happened with a lot of people. Like a lot of people, they would send a lot of people to go to jail to fight these charges in jail.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's because that's basically them trying to break you on. They're trying to break you on either pleading guilty to something.
Yep.
To take a place in a plea deal. You know what I mean? To say that you did something, knowing that you didn't, but because you probably either miss your mom, your dad, and just being around, just being in a small area.
Yeah, for such a long time. You can't see the sun. You
You
don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on.
Play with your mind. It's a mental thing. It's like, what is it called? Psychological warfare.
And let it not be a clock around you.
Right. You over there. Let me not look at the clock. It's gonna go fast if I don't look at it.
Yeah.
You look at it. 5 minutes. You done took a whole nap. You was in deep sleep, thinking you was gonna sleep 24 hours. You look at 5 minutes go by. What the?
So that's definitely something crazy. You know what I mean? That's definitely something that they've been doing to us for
minutes.
Centuries.
You know what I'm saying? And it show you how evil he is because he did it to the child to get what they wanted him to say. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, 24 hours to us is not long because Day of Atonement. Go ahead.
If you in that room, if you in a room for 24 hours, no daylight, no sunlight, that's gonna feel like you've been in that room
forever. Yeah,
for at least 2-3 days. Like
a couple hours feel like a couple days went by. You'd be like, damn.
You're like, yeah, it's nighttime now. Yeah.
So, first of all, I thought they supposed to feed you. Ain't they supposed to offer you food? How they go 24 hours without giving this little boy no food? You're saying no water, no rest. So you know what they was doing? Probably on the clock. Hey, make sure you bug him every hour on the hour. Send somebody in there to, hey, bud, we gonna get you out of here. Make him do something. So this 16-year-old boy, he in the cell, separated from his father. You know what I'm saying? Who he probably trusted in. You know what I'm saying? They probably, yeah, but we're trying to get you out here, but we just need you to tell us the truth. We know you and your father did this already. You know what I'm saying? As a 16-year-old boy, it's easy to manipulate that mind. I know when I was in the military, when they starve you, there's something called Ranger School. They starve you. Your mind start playing tricks on you when you start getting real hungry and you tired. You know what I'm saying? You start seeing things in the night. You know what I'm saying? So this boy, he probably hungry. He probably like, damn, did I actually do that? Man, maybe I did do it. Let me just confess. Maybe the officer probably like, yeah, we'll get you out of here, man. Just go ahead and say you did it. You killed that white girl. You know what I'm saying? He's a hunter, man. He's good at this. He's very, very, very good at this, man. Go ahead, read.
Okay. Or legal counsel.
So go ahead.
After that, they told him they had detained his mother because he had not been truthful.
So now they lying to him. Go ahead.
They charged him with criminal assault and murder. Dixon reportedly recanted the last sentence. Dixon reportedly recanted the confession the next day.
So he's saying probably after he ate, probably after he was able to talk to his mom or his father, he was like, we didn't do this. You made me say that. You know what I'm saying? Esau is real. He's smooth. He's slick at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? He's easy like, go ahead, buddy. Just sign the paperwork. Think about how all these artists get into these 360 deals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we're going to get you an M. Man, you about to look fly. You about to get all the chicks. And now you in the hole somehow. You in debt. You know what I'm saying? Keep going with this article.
Realizing the outrage present in the city, the police secretly reported both Dixon on a
transported.
Transported both Dixon on what's that?
Circuitous route, meaning they put them on like a circuit
to different destinations, eventually
incarcerating
the team in the
Texarkana is like the border of Texas and Arkansas.
City jail.
This tactic, go ahead.
Okay. This tactic proved to be pertinent as that night thousands of people gathered outside Little Rock City Hall.
Don't this sound like something that recently happened? I think last year or 2 years ago? Okay. January 6th. When white people were mad, what they do? Thousands of them gathered outside of Washington, D.C. and stormed the Capitol. Imagine this too. You a nigga, a black and Hispanic, and you get tried. First off, I know back in the day, as soon as you hear, you get charged for killing a white girl, you automatically go into like, hold up, I know Uncle so-and-so got hung on a tree the last time the white mob came and killed him when they accused so-and-so in the next town over for killing a white girl. You know how white people get when, the blemish-free white girl was killed, innocent and everything, by a black man. You know how we're portrayed when it comes to that stuff. So automatically you just, oh, hell nah. Get me out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So thousands of outraged white folk were out this prison, outside of the city hall. I'm saying, and it's gonna go later on. Say, actually, go ahead and read it. It's gonna show you how dedicated they were to getting their justice. Go ahead.
It says, out Little Rock City Hall and the state penitentiary, determined to seek revenge against the Dixon.
You see, white people know justice. You know what I'm saying? They'll kill our people and be like, man, forgive. Love all. Do this and that. Hug the person that killed your son. Hug the person that raped your daughter. Hug the person that robbed you of your house, your inheritance. Love them. Kiss them on the cheek. Bring them in your house. Let them into the cookout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to their people, they want that revenge. Thousands of them coming outside the jail for your head. In more modern times, it was the Central Park 5. How many people wanted those 5 boys dead? Donald Trump, the president that you want, said give them the electric chair. It's a news article. You can read about it. Everybody wants Trump, but forget that. That's the thing that pisses me off with black people. You want to put Trump in office. He told the world, put the 5 Negroes in a chair and kill them. Those Negro babies. You know what I'm saying? They could not make decisions on their own. I think they were 16, 15, 14. One of them was young as hell. You know where they sent them? To a big boy prison. That's what Donald Trump pushed for. And your black behind think you want him in charge of you. Simple things. Go ahead.
Carlos also traveled to jails in.
So it's just a list of different jails in the counties. So think of the Proud Boys in the back of an old pickup or something with shotguns and all and masks. They looking for these brothers because they want their justice. But you don't get your justice. This is why in Deuteronomy it says what? You will long for your children and you will get no help. You know what I'm saying? Esau understands justice. This is why you shouldn't be falling for these traps he sets for you. He tell you to love all. He don't love you. He understands there's a separation between us and them. Because he wants his justice. Every other nation wants their justice besides black and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? We get wronged, we just say, oh, it's okay, that's life. You dust yourself off and you keep on moving. That's called slavery. That's called slavery. It's called modern day slavery. Your children are being killed. Your children are being hooked on drugs. Your children are getting emasculated and turned into women. You know what I'm saying? Ours are. And you want to just dust it off just as life. They're going to be whatever they're going to be. Just let them be kids. She'll eventually grow out of eating cat. She'll eventually grow out of the lesbian stage. He just wearing heels. It's just a phase. You know what I'm saying? Now he a full-blown, what's the boy name? Santana. Full beard with a face of makeup. Now you ain't got no grandchildren. Now your legacy is done with this. The son you raised is wearing makeup. This is what you left on this earth. That's embarrassing. That's something that you shouldn't be proud of. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
You want me to read the counties?
No, go to the next paragraph.
After the oral confession, but before a grand jury had met to indict Dixon, the persecuting attorney, A. Boyd.
Cypher. I mean, you don't have to get the name.
And the Little Rock Bar Association both released statements saying that anyone over age 14 could be subject to death penalty.
So they wanted to kill this boy. They wanted to kill the 16-year-old boy because he can, just like Central Park 5, he confessed to something he didn't do because the cops, the so-called white man, forced or coerced him to admitting something he didn't do. Keep going. You gotta hurry up with this.
Although mob activities in the city dissipated over the next few days, tension over the murder of Florida McDonald remained high. Then on May 4th, a black man allegedly assaulted a white woman.
So another assault happened, right? This is separate, but the Dixons are in jail. So who did it? Keep going.
A white woman and her daughter 6 miles west of downtown Little Rock.
Now think of how America is today with blacks and Hispanics, how judgmental they are. They always get away with it. Ain't that what that white man said about Trayvon Martin before he went and hunted him down? They always get away with it though. Now think about that when you read this, because another assault happened, and now is alleged another black man, not long after the first one. So what's gonna go through your head as a white man? We already hate blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? So what's gonna go through your head? They always doing this. Now that anger is just going up. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
So like over the text we did, okay.
Skip the 6 miles west of downtown, go to an armed posse.
Where it says armed posse.
It's after where you stopped at.
Okay, Little Rock. Okay. An armed posse quickly formed and searched the countryside for him. After finding him or the person they assumed to be him.
So they don't even know to this day if he did it. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know to this day if the man that they lynched and killed committed this crime. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that happens till this day. They don't even know why they killed George Floyd. All they know is he had fentanyl in his system, which he could have did days before, months before. Who knows how fentanyl leaves the body? You know what I'm saying? They just know Trayvon Martin had weed in the system. They don't know the last time he smoked. They don't even know if he was high. You know what I'm saying? They just assume that it was his fault because he had drugs in his system. This is why these things are against the Most High. The Most High won't be with you if you are committing these crimes, man. The Most High won't be with you if you're over here smoking weed, sleeping with hoes, man. It says, put on the armor of the Lord to protect you from these things. The armor of the Lord will protect you from the so-called white man. You won't have to deal with these atrocities. You know what I'm saying? Well, the armor of the Lord, nah. I'm going to get this article out so you can get these 30 minutes. All
right. Identify, okay. Assumed to be him. Okay. Later that day, the angry mob hanged the man identified as John Carter, whom sources reported as age 22 or 38.
They don't even know, but we're going to get into why they didn't know his age or why they don't even know if it was him, because this is what they did to his body. Keep going.
Okay. From a telephone pole and they shot him. A caravan of cars then dragged the man's mangled corpse throughout the streets of Little Rock.
So this is what they did. They put him on, you know, the wooden poles you see outside? That's what telephone poles used to be, basically, before we had the electric wire power in our houses. Telephone wire used to run through there, because that's how they used to communicate. So they hung him on there, right? They lynched him on there and used his body for target practice. Boom, 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 boom. You know how I.S.U.K get with his guns, too. Shotguns, rifles, pistols, all that. Bullets in his head. He's already dead from the hanging. That wasn't enough. They needed to see bullets in him. And that wasn't enough. They took him, take him down. Put him on my truck, pickup truck. Boom. Now they dragging it. And, you know, they probably shouting, playing whatever music they playing, do twist, whatever the hell that was going on back in the day. Boom. Now they dragging his brother on the street. They don't even know if he did it. He ain't go to jail. He ain't go get prosecuted. You know what I'm saying? They dragging this man's body through the streets. Keep going, because there's more to it. They not done.
Stopped at the intersection of 9th and Broadway.
Ooh, this is where it gets spicy. Keep going.
Which at the time was the heart of the city, African American community.
So this is where blacks and Hispanics resided. So now think of your city. Think of think of any part of the city that blacks and Hispanics mainly reside in. You know what I'm saying? You got your Uptown, you got West Oak Plain, you got what? Alany. Wherever we reside, imagine a mob of 5,000 white folk come with a mangled black body on the back of a truck, bullet holes in it. You know what I'm saying? And his eyes probably bugged out from the hanging, neck stretched out. You know what I'm saying? And they dragging it to your neighborhood. This is the spirit. This is the spirit Esau has. This is who you want as your leader. This is who you want as your president. You know what I'm saying? An angry mob coming for his justice. But you want to forgive him every chance you get when he can't even forgive you. He wanted to show you, like, yeah, we'd kill you and get away with it. Right. In your face. They came to your block, the blocks you fighting over for drug money. The block you killing each other over. For what? Respect? Because he stepped on your shoes? Because you ain't like how he looked at you? Or because y'all couldn't get over a disagreement? Esau, he came in your neighborhood and flexed on you with somebody that looks like you, that shares your bloodline. You know what I'm saying? You think you so bad. Esau come do it 10 times worse to show you how evil he is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to claim to be a demon. He'll show you who the real demon is. Keep going.
For the next several hours, an estimated 5,000 white people, including, according to reports, women carrying babies.
Carrying babies. So
carrying babies.
So white people out here, they ride it. Yeah, kill this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got the baby in the hand. Yeah, they probably picked the pistol up or shotgun up too and shot at the body. You know what I'm saying? Disgusting. They don't even know if he committed the crime. They just grabbed the nearest. So imagine this is why back in the day where they used to get word that, oh man, another white girl got hurt or killed. Make sure you don't come outside. Because they understood who the true criminals were, who the true murderers were. Because they understood when white people feel like injustice was done to them, they grabbing anybody that looked like the suspect. They're not going through trials. So they grabbed the nearest black man, which was this John Carter. They can't even tell his age because what they did to his body. They grabbed him off the street, killed him, no trial, no nothing. Dragged him into your neighborhood because they needed to send a message. You had something to say?
Come. And if I could, this right here goes to show how wicked and how crazy that white woman is.
Right.
Like they out there, and they out there with their babies.
Right. You think Becky's something different than the sister?
Yeah. Like it's just crazy. Like it's crazy. Like,
you know what I'm saying? You think Becky is nicer? What brothers saying all on social media? Man, them white girl, they treat you better. They doing this and that. Becky will have your child out there shooting at a corpse that looked like you, cheering. You forget, white women brought their children to the cookouts, the original cookouts, where they was flaming your body up, eating. You know what I'm saying? Feasting, watching you hang on a tree. That's Becky. And the kids all playing around your body, poking at a black man's or a black woman or a black child's body. You know what I'm saying? But you so fascinated with the white woman. Like she did something that just God sent. You know what I'm saying? She evil as hell and disgusting. She smell like a wet dog. You know what I'm saying? No comparison to a sister. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading with the article.
how God rioted in the intersections and surrounding neighborhoods. Carter's body was set on ablaze.
So not only did they have to hang him from a telephone pole, shoot him up with bullets, drag him across the whole city, on display, they had to burn his body. They had to burn his body. Same thing they did with Nat Turner. They turned his body and his skin into trinkets, into shoes. You know what I'm saying? This is to show you how evil. They like to make fun of the Africans in their evil voodoo stuff. But Esau, man, he disgusting as well. And it wasn't that long ago he was doing it. It wasn't during the Viking era. He was doing it here in America. Right. He used your black skin because he thought it was good luck or something like that. That's why I'll show you these heathen nations are simple-minded. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
With doors and furniture from neighborhood businesses and churches.
So they went to your neighborhood, dragged a black body to your neighborhood on display to show you, and then rioted in your neighborhood. You had nothing to do with it. You probably didn't even know about the little white girl from the town over that got killed. But white people came over to get their justice. They so-called justice. So they dragged the body over here. You probably having dinner or lunch with your family. Now, some white people come break in your business that you worked hard to build. Because this was a black town that they raided. And they destroyed it. Just like Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just like Rosewood. Tulsa wasn't the only race riot. There was only 300 and something that happened just in that time frame. You know what I'm saying? This is what they always do. And they always find an excuse, just like they found an excuse to raid the White House January 6th. They always try to find an excuse to do some type of destruction, to let their natural selves come out. That animal that Esau wants to be. Keep going. I want to get to what they did with the
furniture.
No.
Okay. Businesses. Furniture from neighborhood businesses and churches serving as fuel. As a result of warning from the city black leaders.
So this is them language gates, man. Them Christian pastors and all that. Stay in the house, stay in the house, stay in the house. You know what I'm saying? Which was a wise decision. You know what I'm saying? Stay inside. Stay somewhere safe. You know what I'm saying? These white people out here killing. They mad. We'll let it pass over. Keep going.
Including Scipio A. Jones, no local residents ventured into the streets. Although although one black man was seized and beaten and almost thrown into the fire.
Meaning he was thrown into the fire. You know what I'm saying? And they tried to make blacks, Hispanics seem like they were so out of control during the Black Lives Matter stuff. Well, white people been doing this stuff. White people been doing riots. They talking about, oh, they're wild. They can't do nothing. They've been destroying cities. If only we were so educated and wise, we could have pulled the receipts on Esau. Right. They would have called us all types of names, y'all animals. Y'all don't know how to cooperate or act. You pull the receipts on Esau, the receipts start falling, roll down all the way down to the door. Right. You know what I'm saying? Esau been doing these things, and that's why we need to stop emulating him, because that's what Esau does. When he doesn't get something, he throws a temper tantrum like a child. We shouldn't go rioting in America because of the Black Lives Matter stuff. Those things are traps set, man. It's another trap that he set forth for blacks and Hispanics. That's not going to get you your freedom. That's going to get us killed even more. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and try to fight America with a couple of rifles and pistols. He's going to bring tanks. He's going to bring jets. Our help coming from the Lord. You ain't getting out of this slavery with guns, man. You ain't getting free from America with just yourself. It's not going to happen this time around. The Lord has to come and save you. And it's so heavy because it's to teach you that you can't do nothing on this earth without him. You can't do nothing on this earth without the Father. You know what I'm saying? This is why Christ has to come with them angels. And it's so heavy because that's how a father teaches. He'll let you, okay, make them stupid decisions, and then he'll come rescue you and explain why he had to rescue you or why you were in that situation. Because sometimes, especially as a father, you got to let your son get burned by the flame. You done told him so many times already, hey, don't touch that, you're going to get burnt. And what happens? He still does it. I told you not to touch it, you do it again. We've been in, captivity in the Bible, 17 times? You know what I'm saying? This ain't the first rodeo, but this definitely is the last. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is coming to save us. And I want to get to, go ahead where it says, actually, just keep going. 3 hours after the rioting.
So, 3 after the riot, 3 hours after the rioting began, Governor John Martini deployed the Arkansas
National Guard
to the scene, and upon arrival, they found a member of the mob directing traffic with a charred arm that had been broken off of. Damn, it's like
yeah, it get crazy, right?
Of Carter's body.
I remember when a brother broke this story out to me. I think I was a trooper still. Boy, it ignited like a flame, because this should piss you off. That they did these things and got away with it. He's blatantly, why he didn't get arrested right then and there? He's obviously, what do you call it? An accessory to murder. Blatantly. He's waving a body part of the person they murdered. Like this. Charred arm. National Guard pull up. What in the hell? They in the Humvees. Waving the chart. This is Esau. This is coming again. These things are going to happen again if you don't come into the school, man. If you don't come into the school in the commanding GEN.YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K, you are going to be subject to these things, man. Because Esau is gearing up for that type of lifestyle to be back. He wants to be back in that position to where he can wave your charred arm and nothing happened to him. He go back for Sunday dinner and go preach at his church. Talk about his gospel. You know what I'm saying? You better wake the hell up. It's about high time to wake up. Esau isn't your friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Where was we at with it?
Body. Soon thereafter, the crowd dispersed. The next day, the police detained a boy.
That's where I wanted to get. Go ahead, yeah.
Okay. Police detained a boy on Main Street for selling pictures of John Carter Lynch's body for 50 cents a copy.
So he's selling holiday cards to family members. You know how white people do the Christmas cards and they send them all their family? That's you. You were the holiday cards they were sending out. Your dead body. And it was something they liked to see. That bloodthirst for Esau is never going to get quenched. It don't matter how many blacks and Hispanics they kill, they will never be your friend. They will never feel bad for it. Oh, it happened in the past. Are we forgetting they used to buck black men in slavery? They raped your great-grandfather. They hung, they tore out your grandmother, or Slaki. They tore out babies from your grandmother or great-grandmother while she was still pregnant. Because she wasn't, she couldn't work as good as she used to before she was pregnant. Or she couldn't make the Trail of Tears, so they would tear the babies out and dash their head on stone. We forgetting, this is the same white man we're talking about. And you want to vote for him? You want to vote for him? You want to give your love to a nation that did that to you, when you should be giving your love to the Most High.
Right.
The Most High done freed you from slavery before. The Most High done fed you. He done preserved you during this slavery, where any other nation would be destroyed. Any other nation would be dust right now. The only reason why blacks and Hispanics are still here in 2024 is because the grace of the Most High. We should be extinct by now with all the things that we have suffered. You want to know what's proof? Think of Great Depression, 1920. You know what white men were doing? They were jumping off of the what's that tall tower in New York? The tall skyscraper, Empire State Building, where they felt just an ounce of what a nigga feels like. They had to kill themselves. Well, you feel that every day. So you can't tell me the Most High is not real. Any other nation in your shoes, they kill themselves. They can't fathom being treated like a black or Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? This is why we have to come into the Salaki, put on the armor of the Most High. Because that's our protection, man. Without it, give me the nations are round about. Go ahead, you guys have to say?
No, I'll see if you wanted the scripture. Because the punishment. Go ahead, stop.
Nations are round about.
Nations are around about. You know what I want.
You know what I'm saying? Without the armor of the Most High, we are subjected to get attacked by any nation. Actually, that's in Judith too. You know what I'm saying? There's several times in the Bible where it explains how these other nations, they always watching to see when you're gonna slip. You know what I'm saying? When they gonna stop following their God? Because guess what? As soon as you pick up that blunt, got him 10 years. When he picked up that pipe, wasn't they giving football numbers for people who was smoking crack? But when white people got on it, didn't they give them what? The thing they needed, rehabilitation. But they give you prison time, and now you can't get a job. So what do you think you got to do? Now you got to get more crack. Now you got to go smoke more crack. Now you got to go get high because you can't deal with life. You don't understand why you can't make it, but everybody else is. You know what I'm saying? Because you thought the answers was in America. You thought your salvation was following these laws in America or believing in these holidays. You know what I'm saying? You thought Santa Claus was going to save you from your destruction in America. You thought a white Jesus was going to come down with the hands like this and touch you, and somehow you were going to be saved. No. That is a fairy tale. You got it?
Hold on, I got you. Does it talk about nations against nations?
No. I'm about to give you something better. Give me Judith 5 and 20 in the Apocrypha.
Oh, God. This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Hold on, let me get there. I got you. Start over from the top so we can break it down and compare it.
Oh, God. This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God.
Meaning if they have any mistakes, error, meaning if they mess up and they sin against the Most High, keep going.
No, God. If there be any error against sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
This shall be their ruin, meaning there's a chink in their armor. As soon as they see you pick up that blunt, we just talked about how swift they are. You pick up that 10K out of that chase. Ooh, we got him. We got him. Now he's sitting 10 years in prison. Now he can't get a job. Now he's in prison. We can do whatever we want to him. You in that white man system, he is molding you at now. Now you gotta pray to the Lord for help. Because the only person that can get you out of that is the Most High. You in that prison system, boy, nowadays you are going to come out of that. It's almost like a for sure thing. you were going to come out a drug addict. Because guess what? On top of being in jail, you are depressed. Now you ain't got now they're not just giving you books to read and become smarter. Now they give you dope. Now they're giving you drugs. The CEO giving you, now they smuggling so many drugs in there. You ain't trying to look for, what do you call it? What do you call it when you like, damn, what's the word for it? Not salvation. You looking for like a rescue or like something that makes you feel good. Like something to take your mind off of the sentence that you're doing. You ain't looking to just read the books. Now with so many drugs around, your cellmate talking about just hit this, man. You'll forget that you even here. They over there. I was just talking to the police officer at my job today. They over there smoking meth off a tinfoil, huffing fentanyl off of letters. You know what I'm saying? Like this is happening in the prison system. You're coming out an addict because what? You over here trying to figure out my wife or my baby mom, she's sleeping with somebody. You thinking my kid's being raised by somebody else. Oh, I could have been making so much money. You thinking about freedom, and now what? You getting high so you can take your mind off of what's going on in there. So this is the trap they set for you. You know what I'm saying? It just said this is another situation. Salakia and Judith, this is another situation where those nations, they watch for you to mess up, to put you in those situations. So now you done committed the crime. Now you in his system. Now he got you high on drugs. You get out of that system. Now what you doing? You getting high again, but just with freedom. Keep going.
Come. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Now let us go up and overcome them. They are going to conquer you. You go into that federal prison system because you wanted to scam. Now you are conquered. Go ahead.
This actually goes into the precept. I'm trying to get out of the thing. This is why Esau, the Lord is going to destroy Esau.
Right.
It's because I'll just read the precept.
Go ahead.
It's also in the Apocrypha. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath, ye were delivered unto your enemies.
Right.
So, I mean, to break it down, the Lord didn't put us into slavery for us to be destroyed.
Right.
This is Esau doing. Yeah. Esau, that's how wicked he is. Like, we supposed to. That's like even if you want to say you getting put into jail. Right. They sit there and like the thing on going to jail is so we can learn our lesson.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. That's why it's called corrections. When you look at the names of the jails, it's corrections and or rehabilitation or whatever.
No, God, and that's what the Lord. That's why the Lord put us into the hands of the nation, was to correct us so we can see. But the thing that Esau doing, like when they did to John Carter, it destroyed us. That's destruction right there. Right. Because, like you brought up, we knew not to come outside. Right. They killed another white girl, another white.
Don't even go outside.
Don't even go outside, man. That's to destroy people.
Right. You scared as hell.
You scared as hell to go outside. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
Yeah, you over there beating little Jimmy for touching the. And I tell you not to touch the door to white people outside again. You know what I'm saying? You was scared of your oppressor to death. That is oppression. When you scared like that, you remember, it brings me back to when Omar, is the episode of The Wire where Omar was on the block and everybody started running around. When Omar came back from jail or something like that, and everybody would start running off the block. That's how blacks and Hispanics was when they heard a white girl got killed. You was scared. Give me Jeremiah 14:2, where the gates languish. This is the meaning of when the gates are languished. Were you scared? Where you are scared. This is literally that day. John Carter. This is blacks and Hispanics that day when John Carter was lynched. Read.
Oh God. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourned, and the gates thereof languish.
Blacks and Hispanics are in mourning. Heavily mourning. You know what I'm saying? You don't think John Carter family miss him? The Dixon's family missed it. Like the 16-year-old boy and his father was sitting in jail. As a 16-year-old, that's traumatizing to know that 5,000 white people was looking for your head. Now you scared as hell every time you see a white person. What types of PTSD? And who knows if they even beat him up? You know, Esau known for beating brothers and sisters up in them jails. We already know they starved them for 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? God, Lord knows what they did to the father. And guess what? They just found the body. That's all they did. The father was a janitor, and he found a little white girl body, and they threw him in jail. And the white mom automatically wanted to kill him. You know what I'm saying? This is where you get those movies where they be like, don't even say nothing. They see a dead white girl, they just, I don't want nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Concept, if I could, the definition of language is loose. It says grow weak.
Yeah, that's the Black and Hispanic leadership.
So, yeah, so when you say the gates as language, they grew weak.
You say grew weak?
Might be strong leadership back in the day. Because of the stuff that we went through, it destroyed us. We grew weak.
Oh yeah, we grew as a nation of people. We definitely grew weak because blacks and Hispanics, we understood that we were separate because we had no choice but to understand it. Segregation. But now, since integration, we don't understand that at all. You try to tell, especially in this year with election year, try to tell blacks and Hispanics you don't need to vote because nothing is going to change for us as a people. They'd be like, "What? I'm American." Well, actually, now that's what they're saying now. They said, "I'm not black. I'm American. I'm not African American. I'm American." What the hell does that mean? You treated like a nigga though. Rich Homie Quan died just like any other person in the ghettos. And he was a millionaire. Or I don't know if he was a millionaire during the time of his death, because I know how rappers become broke over time. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't making any hits as he was before. You know what I'm saying? But he a rich black man. He still died the same as another black man in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? PNB Rock was a rich black man. He got gunned down on video in the Waffle House or whatever he was at. Just like any other brother in the ghetto. I mean, it was heavy when the brother Charleston White, even though he a clown, he brought out to the brother Lil Yachty. He's like, "You are so far removed." What Lil Yachty was talking about, it's too many opportunities for these young black kids. And Charleston White had to sit him down like, "What the hell are you talking about? You've been rich for too long. You must have forgot what it was to be black in America. What you mean you got the same opportunities?" You know what I'm saying? Our gates are languished. And these are the people we look up to. These rappers, and now it's these rappers, you know what I'm saying? Back in John Carter day, it was the priests, not the priests, what do you call them? The pastors. These were the men that were telling you to stay inside. And they was I want to say they were a little strong, but they was somewhat more starch than who we got now. Because now we got Cardi B and we got Quavo, who lead our community. And Quavo is a gangster rapper who's advocating for gun violence to stop, but he raps about gun violence. That's what he sells to our children. About how he got to hit an op or whatever. But then he goes on Kamala's stand talking about she has the solution for gun violence. So that's why Quavo for Kamala. And you Negroes applauded him. Like he said something that made sense. Like he wasn't contradicting himself. You know what I'm saying? And then you watch Megan Thee Stallion twerk on stage. And you clapped. And made it seem like Kamala Harris was going to save blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? The gates of blacks and Hispanics are languished. The gates of Israel is languished. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languished, man. John Carter didn't have no protection. He didn't have a gate to protect him from that angry mob. that puts, man, you got to understand the anger you should feel hearing these stories. So the next time somebody try to force you to believe in this election season, or to make you question your faith in this truth, you got to remember these stories. Because this isn't just about you. It's about the brothers and sisters that's out there in the world. They need these answers. They need this. They need these answers, you know what I'm saying? They need this truth. And this is why the Most High called you to bring it out. You good? And they need you to teach them, man. So don't get up on your high horse thinking you know everything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's in my car?
Yeah.
All right, man. You know what I'm saying? They need you in this truth to save the world, man. Blacks and Hispanics are in need of heroes. Yeah, you can click the article. You know what I'm saying? And it's becoming very important now that the priests and prophets, this is why the Most High is revealing all of these things at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? And why more and more people are coming to the truth, or coming to the understanding that America is not with blacks and Hispanics. Blacks and Hispanics are tired of being rocked to sleep by the so-called pastors, the so-called rappers. You know what I'm saying? They tired of it. And the footage keep coming out. The lies are being revealed now. You know what I'm saying? These things are coming out so we can wake up. Most High is revealing it to us so we won't have to be in slumber anymore, so we don't have to be killed anymore. John Carter didn't have to happen. You know what I'm saying? But we bring this story out to ignite something in blacks and Hispanics so you can remember these things. Whenever you feel like you're weak in this truth, you remember why you're doing it. We're going to clip the class after this. We ain't got time for that. But you remember why we doing this. So there won't be no more John Carters. So there won't be no more Trayvon Martins, Eric Gardners, George Floyds, Sonia Massey's. You know what I'm saying? We do this and study this word. So like study this, the Bible, so we can save our people. So these kids don't have to be raised in such a harsh environment. So they don't have to be told a white girl got killed, stay inside. Stay inside so you don't get killed. So they don't got to witness a dead body being drugged in their neighborhood with shouting white women with babies in their hands, and then burnt. And then they waving his body parts around. And then they get away with it. Think about the mentality of those children and how they look at white people now. They feel like white people are God now. They feel like they can get away with anything. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I pass it. You want to do the last? Yeah, go ahead. Last 5 minutes.
The precept, Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. It says, "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed."
Go ahead, break it down.
It's things you know, man. Us men, our brothers, priests and prophets in the I.S.U.P.K, it's very important to really listen, tune into class. You see us out on the street corners. Stand, listen, watch, ask questions. Try to get yourself involved and familiar with the men of the Lord, because that's the only way you will really live.
Right.
That's the only way you'll really live and survive in this wicked world. If you look at a lot of brothers that's out there that's now being unalived or being put in jail, that's because they surrounded themselves around nothing but wicked and wild people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very important. If you want to survive the world, if you want to survive the world, come in here to the I.S.U.K, and come in to GEN.YAHANNA. Shalom.
And with that, I'm passing it over to Precinct Officer Nathan for security announcements.
Obviously. This is I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K on the west, on the 21st Street, all in New York, under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are there to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After that period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes is the commandment. You can find that in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Means 10th in Hebrew, Mayashua. 10% of every penny or any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department, priest fund, free will offering. For priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation will be the memorial blowing of the trumpets. That's on October 2nd. That's a Wednesday, 2024. If you want to read about that, that's Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, and the 24th verse to the 25th. Remind Akimahal watching the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to become a trooper in the school, start to wear all black suit, shirt, headband, and skirts. And with that, men of Israel, I invite you to stand. Men of Israel, we want to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Azimtan, Sar, and sisters. Men of Israel, we want to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Azimtan,